Yes, in the land of Israel, around about 1947, just after World War II, there was a goat herd and he was just strolling through the desert in Israel, beside the Dead Sea. He throws a stone up into a cave, and what does he do? He discovers the Dead Sea Scrolls. They contain an amazing series of writings and predictions by this same Iraqi Prime Minister, Daniel, this Jewish boy that rose to the ranks to become the wealthiest and richest man in ancient Babylon. What do the writings tell us? Well, the writings predicted the downfall of Jerusalem, but also predicted its successes and failures through the centuries that would follow. The writings of Daniel would continue through the lands of Greece and Lebanon, and it would talk about the coming Roman Empire. It described a time when the Roman Empire would divide and fall, separate into the nations that are Europe today. The stories found in those scrolls would continue to our time, even today, and then slightly beyond. A time when there'd be a resurrection of the dead, when people would experience what it's like to have life beyond forevermore. Whereabouts were these scrolls discovered? Just beside the Dead Sea, the lowest ocean on Earth. You can go there today, you can have a fantastic time, and to think that these writings written 2,200 years ago were discovered in these caves in the Israeli desert. 2,200 years ago? You've got it right, that's 200 years before the time of Christ. The copies that were done by scribes of the writings of Daniel, the young Jewish lad who was captured and taken to Iraq, who rose in Iraq to become Prime Minister of ancient Babylon 2,500 years ago, and he wrote down wise sayings and he wrote down predictions about our world today, describing his dreams, and they were discovered 200 years before Christ, placed in this cave, discovered in 1947, just a few years after Second World War finished. We're looking here at the Isaiah scroll. This Isaiah scroll, discovered from 2,200 years ago, is almost identical to the chapters of Isaiah in the Holy Bible that we read in English today. It's proof that the Bible through the centuries hasn't changed very much and the stories are still the same. Now, what gave Daniel the hope to survive, and not just survive, but to succeed in ancient Babylon? I believe it's because he must have known that God loved him.